Hey.
What's good?
Welcome to the party.
Yes, we're here. It is still 4:20 in our eyes. I mean, it's 4:31, but we're still there. It's episode 36, dude.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
And I'm 36, so hopefully I'll bring you guys some luck.
So it kind of all worked out there for a
All worked out,
second.
yep.
And so, yes, we're so excited because today we have an amazing guest. She is Maggie
Hi.
from Ligitpro and LigitNFT. So she's going to come in. We're going to just hang out with her, talk about what she's up to in Web3 and
Yeah, we got a lot
And
to
how-
talk about today.
yeah, and some cool
It'll
stuff.
be fun.
Yeah, be a fun talk.
Maggie brought the bar with her today. The party's
Yeah,
starting
she
now.
was just kind enough to do
But
that.
of course, we always have that party. That we
Yes, and
have to
you know
heat up
what?
Again.
I got to heat that up here. Got to get it going.
Yep.
But mad love to you guys. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
tuning
you,
in,
guys.
coming in. And we're going to just, have Maggie here take the stage and kind of talk a little bit about herself. How'd you get into Web3 and, kind of where you're at today?
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
They made me this amazing shirt.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love my little avatar,
Oh yeah.
my little South Park avatar. So basically, I actually got into crypto in 2017,
Nice.
into Ethereum.
Nice.
I missed the Bitcoin train. Yeah, I heard about it like everybody else
Same
at
here.
$200, right? So, because we're in LA around the entertainment industry, so we tend to hear about things
Yeah.
ahead of time. But so I was like, I missed Bitcoin. So I'm like, I'm not going to miss, the Ethereum train. So I always followed Ethereum and all the different projects. They had so many different projects going on, and some of the shit coins, kept my portfolio diversified, obviously. I actually didn't read and learn about NFTs until I would say pandemic, like end of 2021. So I started reading about NFTs. I was just completely fascinated. Like, what is this? And then I just started to learn how to mint and how to do all that stuff. My husband actually is a developer and a coder. So that made it even easier because he came from coding, like Web 2, even Web 1.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I just learned about it and got involved in the community. I joined Twitter. Like, that's what got me on Twitter in January of 2022 and started running around in spaces and finding communities. And so that's how I got into Web3 and I love it.
That's awesome.
Did your husband ever talk about like the difference between coding for Web 1 and 2 versus Web 3? Like, is it different, or is it all kind of following a similar pattern?
He had to relearn stuff. I feel like he had to, but it's really nice having a dev like in-house.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
have to outsource. I have everything in-house. I've got
great.
my best friend who does social media for me, and I've known her since elementary school. So I have a tight-knit group.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
That's
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. And I mean, the fact, how did you and your guy meet? Because it's like that dev team thing. Like, that's crazy.
Oh,
Like,
because I'm sleeping with my dev.
Wow.
No, I mean, we met at a Coffee Bean,
nice.
in Studio City.
That's LA for you.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
yeah. So we were actually started during the pandemic. I know starting businesses during the pandemic, but we started a copyright infringement company called Ligitpro. And this was like in Web 2. It was to go after, the bootleg products. There's actually so many copied like logos and merch out there on the web. You'd be surprised. Like, I started looking at, the quarterly sales for Amazon, and like 3/4 of the sellers were third-party sellers. And it was like fraudulent, like merch taken from, logos from artists and things like that. So, and my husband, like I said, he's a developer. So he created this like automated system basically to take down the bad guys, take down the bad merch.
Right.
So since then, we've taken down over $22 million of infringed product.
Wow.
So we're trying to bring that into Web 3. And specifically with like NFTs, I have gotten NFTs delisted off of OpenSea within less than 24 hours.
Right.
So, but between that and then learning about NFTs and minting, and then I come also from Web 2, from a business marketing, entertainment marketing. I did like market research. I was on the Coca-Cola campaign and different things like that. So I think my whole life just kind of married itself in Web 3.
Yeah.
I also was a dancer, not a pole dancer or stripper, guys. Don't get too excited.
Oh,
but
nice.
like a really technically trained dancer.
That's cool.
Yeah, so like ballet, jazz, hip hop, all that. So I had a dance theater minor actually in college too. So major in business marketing and then a minor in dance and theater. So like I said, I feel like my whole life just literally had a baby in Web 3.
Yeah.
Altogether, yeah.
And speaking of that, you were married in the metaverse, right?
I got married.
That's
so
freaking wild.
Walk us through the process, because most weddings are like a year.
Most people don't even know.
Advance, like you got to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of planning.
Vendors. How did it work with the metaverse?
Yeah, so my husband and I we were trying to get married during the pandemic, and the clerk's offices were all closed in LA and actually Vegas too. It was like impossible. It was like a wait list and just a nightmare to get married. Like you wouldn't think in Vegas, but that was going on. So we're trying to find like the next closest state where it wasn't like a headache. And we landed in Gilbert, Arizona. And so we got married in Gilbert, Arizona. We did a Zoom wedding. So yeah, so we had an officiant, and then my best friend, who actually already lived in Scottsdale, she's like, oh yeah, I got a dress in the closet. Let's just do this, right? So we literally planned that one in like 3 days. But like we're like, oh, what a cool trend, right? Like get married on Zoom, because then you've got people from all over, that could just log in and watch your wedding. And to be honest, like the funniest part of the wedding, like watching it back, it was like the expressions of the people's faces on the screen on the Zoom was like the funniest thing to watch, more than like my end. Yeah. So,
That's
but
funny.
Yeah, so we got married there, and then we wanted to do this thing. Like, well, let's just get married in as many states as you can. And yes, it's legal. You can marry the same person as many times as you want. You just can't marry other people. So yeah. We got married in Cleveland because I'm from Cleveland, and my kids weren't at the Zoom wedding in Arizona. So I wanted my kids there, and then my parents. So we got married on Lake Erie in Cleveland. So we did that. So we're like looking for, our next place.
Yeah.
So basically, I collect NFTs too, and I came upon this project called Non-Fungible Rings.
Wow.
And they had like the wedding rings, and they really, I looked into the project, like they had like the 4 C's. I mean, they really, like, I know a lot about jewelry. I had a best friend that was in jewelry. So I was like, wow, they really thought about what it would be like to buy an actual like diamond carat, with all the different, like when I was shopping for tea, I was like looking for the clarity and the color, and like they really like, they really thought about like it as it would be in real life, right?
That's crazy.
And so I purchased one of those, and I was like talking to Sam, whose collection it is, and he was so helpful, and we're just chit chatting. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get married like in different places. And I told him my backstory, and he goes, oh my gosh, you would be so perfect to get married in the metaverse. Like, let's do it. Let's do a meta wedding.
Nice.
So I was like, sure, why not? Right? So this was May 15th, and we literally planned this wedding in 1 week.
Wow.
So, and everybody just came through. They had a real wedding officiant. They had, the process was just like actually planning a real wedding. I had to like wedding songs and
all in 1 week though?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did it in 1 week because we had
you didn't have to get well, no, you have to pick out flowers for your metaverse. You have to pick out all that, right?
Well, so it was in Decentraland.
Decentraland.
Yeah, it was in Decentraland and plot -16 -111. So it was in Decentraland, and we had rehearsals to like practice beforehand in the space. So they had a friend basically that gave them one of the plots. And I sent them like a photo of me and my husband at the wedding. I sent them a photo of my kids. So it wasn't just like art in like the space whose it was like actually had our photos in it as well for the ceremony.
Yeah.
And then we had someone from Fashion NFTs that designed my dress for me. So I had a dress, I had a wearable to keep my dress, which is exciting. So I have my husband didn't get to keep his. He held a suit, but then he had to transfer the NFT back. But it was like a not for sale suit, really expensive NFT suit. So yeah, and then my avatar looked absolutely nothing like me or my husband. So it's really funny. I'm like participating in these things, but they never look like me. But yeah, and then
sorry, just
so Aurora Mendez, she did the cover song for the John Legend with her violin for music NFT.
oh shit.
Yeah, so it was really like once the community found out we were doing the meta wedding, everyone wanted to participate, which I thought was really cool. Someone actually sent me like an NFT gift. They're like between like a few these NFTs, we want to gift you something. So I was like getting NFT gifts.
Oh, that's sick.
So it was like an actual wedding, and they were from all over the world, and you know, avatars and their designs. We did the full ceremony, and then we like danced later with our emojis, and yeah, it was so fun.
That's wild.
Yeah.
The first person to ever do this, like legitimately.
So there are other ones. There are other ones. I do have an NFT on the blockchain. So I have the actual certificate on the blockchain.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a marriage certificate on the blockchain.
You have like a ring NFT, you said?
Ring NFT, and I have my dress NFT.
Can we see them?
You want to see them?
No, I'm just curious what they look like. It's like being like a ring.
Go to my page. Go to my Twitter page.
Oh, you're right.
And scroll through. Yeah. There's and clips and stuff. I actually have my editing the wedding. We've been a little late on that, but yeah. So, I'm gonna post more. I'm gonna post more because we did. I had friends and stuff in real life.
Oh. Wow.
So we did it at someone's house. So there in real life, and then also in Decentraland, or logged in to Decentraland.
Well, we're gonna be out of business with metaverse weddings, you know. Well, we could edit metaverse weddings, you know. We could do that for people. Production company, we
run a video production, so we do. Yeah, we do like the videos and yeah.
Yes, it was funny. The day before the wedding, somebody sent me a TikTok video that went viral, and they all got into a fight, and they're throwing bottles, and the bride passed out, and the groom got knocked out. I was like, whoa, you guys, I'm not trying to do a wedding like this. It's hilarious. It's on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I saw someone got married on the moon. They had like the moon shot.
Oh, wow. So it's like some kind of random digital, like, how did that? It does that sometimes, depending on the connection.
But is that why no one can get in here?
Sometimes that happens. It's like, oh, it says 8 out of 10 right now. It does that. So it's weird. The internet's been acting up lately. I don't know why. It's been kind of a weird scenario.
But it's like not making a hug.
No. All I see, they'll just jump in. So yeah, Ligitpro. What's that about?
Oh, that's the copyright. Oh, so Legit NFT. So like I started researching NFTs end of 21, and I was like, well, let me just do some of my own NFTs. So I was like playing around. I was telling these guys earlier, I was thinking about changing my name from Maggie to Magdoll. I wanted to do like my own Magdoll line, have like my own bobbleheads, and but what ended up happening is I didn't even realize how many artists I knew. So the more I was researching, people started coming up to me. They're like, oh my God, you know about NFTs? I want to get NFTs. I mean, I can't even go to like a regular networking event where everyone's like, can you look at my art? Can you do this? Can you, you know? And I mean, it's amazing. I've seen some crazy art. Like I met the guy that did like the poster board for Scarface like a week ago.
Wow.
Like he's got sculptures that are $1 million. Like they're crazy, right? And so, I keep meeting these people that want to get into NFTs. So it's like, well, why don't I just start an NFT company? My husband's a dev, and my best friend covers me on social media. Like, so I'm like, I have everything I need in house, Yeah. And so I started LigitNFT, leading the way to the metaverse is my tagline. And basically, I have several artists signed. We're working on different projects and things like that. And one of them is a steampunk metaverse. I just had the IRL event that I invited you guys to. I know you couldn't make it, but
yeah,
it was
that's sick. That was cool.
Yeah, so it was. I just had that event on world and this whole thing. He's got a screenwriter, and so basically the premises of the story is that there was on the mainland like a universal plague, which is kind of interesting, like the timing, because of what we all just went through with like COVID and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess now was the time for him to come out with his art and his story with like in the metaverse. But so basically there was the plague, and all these like people got sent to Metaverse Island, which is called the Isle of Plummy, kind of like we have here Catalina Island. And I know not everyone's from LA, so they got sent to this deserted island from plague. And yeah, the kid cool. There's like there's a wizard, there's the Poe, there's Uncle Government, there's Captain Dick Stand. I mean, the characters are pretty funny. So I actually got written into the script as well.
Nice.
I'm Marcus Magdalena. Magdalena's my legal name. So I hold the fortune. I have this buried treasure. That's my fortune, and I have the Dead Pirate Society that they're my like guards, right? These like skull guys with all their weapons, and those are like the different collections with the Dead Pirate Society. They are guarding my fortune.
Nice.
And yeah, so from the NFTs, we want to do a game where it's like a geological game where you have to go on a treasure hunt to come find my treasure. That's been
nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And how long did that guys like take you to like develop that type of like?
Which part?
Like just like.
Well, we're still going through the roadmap. So he had his and he was actually signed under the gallery before he signed with me. So we were kind of waiting for that contract to dissolve until we really hit Web3, just because. Yeah. So, but we're really gonna go after like the Web3 community with all this stuff now, and keep developing it. But the story, and watch the story unravel, because it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so you get like the tangible items. He's selling the actual leather headpieces and so it's not just the NFT. You get the his actual art that he's been working on to make those characters. So, yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so
really
I have
cool.
that. I have another artist. She's in Shelly Levy. She also has done a lot of art in LA. She was like in LA Times. She did, she's got an artwork of Pink's, our hot dog spot.
Wow.
Oh, Pinkies.
Yeah, Pinkies. And
like
different hot spots in LA.
Yeah.
And she did a painting of Anaya Snin. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Anaya Snin. She was around in like she died in like the 70s. She was around in the early 90s. She was basically if she was like an influencer today, she wrote erotica books.
Nice.
So she was really into erotica. She was a visionary. She was like way ahead of her time. Promiscuous too. She had like dual marriages, one on the East Coast and in LA, Silver Lake to be specific.
Wow.
So, and then she kept like a lie box, like this lie box.
Nice.
And where she kept all her like dirty secrets, right? So she did a painting and we did a collection where like you get the painting with the artist to like try it out, you know, because she's new to Web3. That's like really what Web3 has done. It's like opened so many doors for them to like, amazing to watch. So she's like, oh, I want to do like the layering and I want to do like a whole giant collection. So she like, it motivated her to create and how to, you know, like layer and do all that stuff. So she wanted to do a collection after she tried it just from her painting. So she's got a digital version too. So, but yeah, a lot of people are still like in the creatives and things like that. I've got another artist in Chicago who I call her like a fashion designer. She did a parody of Rihanna and, you know, and she did a collection there with like different, you know, jewelry and hair pieces and things like that. And also a lot of these artists have specific charities they want to donate to, like that's part of their roadmap. Her grandmother was a survivor of breast cancer, so she wants to donate to the Gilda club in Chicago. It's for men, women, and then it's really passionate about homeless. There's like a lot of big homeless problem in LA, so he wants to donate for the tiny homes. So, yeah, I mean everybody's just like creating and working and doing their stuff, and then you know, some need more help than others. They all have like custom contracts depending on what they need. And you know, my husband's a developer, so he does all like their dApps and things like that. So yeah, and then also, so we offer the Ligitpro, which is the copyright side. So they give us, you know, where their stuff is, and we protect their stuff, make sure it doesn't get stolen, and then we also have our own search engine. So it basically, on the search engine, it segregates the good and the bad guys too in the search engine. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot going on.
No,
Seems like it's a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I read an article on your Ligitpro website. They were talking about NFTs and basically copyright infringement, and how it kind of in this new phase with Web3, with the blockchain, it's like it kind of changes what copyright infringement actually is now. Like it has to be kind of rethought on some level. Yeah, anyone can create an NFT. You're basically a creator, and so copyright should end up with you. But then it's the concept of, like we're talking about, like you're selling the NFTs, which are all basically kind of just subversions of the main design, and so everybody owns their own copyrighted that. So I don't know. I was just gonna ask, like, you go in a little more detail and maybe anything we might have overlooked, or like as far.
Yeah, you know what I've seen? It's not just the celebrity name, and they'll use it just to up their SEO search. So it's not just the image. I've noticed that they're using, and there's celebrities that have like they're trademarked their names and they're using them. So it's not just the images. I thought that was interesting when I started to see that. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but OpenSea uses like, and I know we keep talking about Web3 and like being decentralized. OpenSea actually uses images to host their images. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah, really? I read that.
So
said that like you own a link to that image.
Yeah, so you know, we've really been seeing OpenSea and like seeing what they're doing, and like honestly, like you guys know, like the servers get crazy and it glitches out, and the servers are just built like, you know, really poorly. I mean, they just put it all together. So we've really been watching like where they screw up, where we don't want to screw up and things like that. But it's when they're saying they're decentralized, but then they're using Google like to host the images. So it's like, which is centralized. So
you're basically the NFT police, kind of.
I go for bad, right? I'm going after bad guys.
I like that.
No, you're really
NFT.
creating that. Yeah, you're really helping out the space, getting more awareness, on these evil projects.
Well, so even like the not to get deep, but we use the IPFS, which is not Google.
Yes, like some
to host the interplanetary file system. Like, so basically we maintain decentralized, like all around, like the artists, their images are in that system, in the house. They're not hosted on Google. So we've literally maintained all of our stuff and the artist work completely decentralized. So and everything's about the artists, and we don't make money unless they make money. So it's like they don't have to pay me to like, do all this. Basically, I'm like, you make money, I'll take a percentage, I'll help facilitate what you need, and that's it. I mean, it's really about protecting the artists, and just the power needs to go back to them, and
to help them
just give us a little piece. We'll help you do the minting, we'll help you do whatever you need, we'll help you. But we really try to maintain that decentralization throughout everything that we do.
Is it like how, like Nifty Gateway, for example, how you could buy, right? You're gonna have different art.
Yeah, I have different art. It's under LigitNFT, but they, and some of them, it depends who it is. Some of them want to, be their ego or stage name or whatever. Some do. So every single their own custom contract, their own thing, like whatever they want, it's customized to that person.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because I was just curious because you're kind of curating different artists.
Yeah.
That they'll come out and then people could just get on your Nifty or your legit NFT, right?
Well, I'm like, for Isle of Plummy, he has his own website, and then on the website, just to take off from OpenSea, the click-through does go through OpenSea from his website.
Gotcha.
So it still is, depending on what it is, that's like one of my, everyone, like some of them are further ahead than others. Some, if you go to Isle of Plummy website, and you can purchase on OpenSea from there. So you don't even have to go to OpenSea.
Wow.
We also installed a credit card because we ran into that whole people having because people in the gallery didn't know how to do it. They were still in Web 2. So, and then we literally wrote down the instruction to do it just to make it easy. But yeah, we'll sit on the phone and help whoever needs help. And what I realize is we all really need to be educated on this whole thing. Even when I had that IRL event, I had people coming in there that were just coming to see the art and too, but they were already had the skeptical thing with NFTs, and they're it's a scam and blah 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 blah. And once you start explaining it to people, oh, it's not just art or whatever, they're like, wow, really? Oh, your image has DNA and you can't, they had an idea. So I really think I was thinking about starting to do TikTok tutorials or something.
Yeah.
There needs to be educational videos out, because, and then leave it to the mass media and the news. They're constantly, I don't know how he says it's a scam. I said, great, because
they're not doing anything for it.
I was like, oh really? I was like, that's because he's about to buy, you should go buy some.
Have you heard of have you heard of Whiteboard Crypto? That YouTube channel? They talk, I can't remember about NFTs. I think he had one video on it, but he really just talked about Cardano. He talked about all the different cryptos and what they do, staking works, how liquidity works, and all that. And it's really almost finance 101, but with crypto and the blockchain. For people like us who may not completely understand it, even if you're good with math, it's understanding the finance and how the mechanics behind it. And it really all just, again, it ties back to blockchain and what that does. Now, NFTs are a whole different ballgame, and that, like you said, image DNA basically. That's what the contact ID or address is behind it, right? So it's basically, it's the next step is like you're promoting a lot of good NFT projects, and like you said, it's for like the educational process and wanting to help people understand. Because there's a lot of stuff out there about crypto, but there isn't a lot of stuff out there about NFTs, and that's really on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like, the Twitter space is filled with all the spaces that we see, and you get a lot of education just from being in there and talking with people. You spread a lot of different ideas around, and important stuff like that. But if there was like a more direct approach where somebody really wanted to understand what NFT were, they could watch a video on it. Again, the technology is just going to keep improving. It's still, like you say, it's in the
It's in the embryo. It's the embryo.
It's changing daily, and so basically, it's and then all these like we say, all these NFT like events that are popping up now, like they can have both good and bad effects on the community as a whole, because it's like you have the good projects and the good events where people, like real developers, want to come and play their artwork about what they're doing. What utilities they're trying to bring people, but then sometimes it's just like Hollywood itself. Not the best people aren't always behind those events, like in the show, basically, because they're in it for the money, they're in it for profit, for the right reasons, but don't don't bring a bad name, don't put a bad image on the NFT space and community like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I like that it's a bear market because this is a transition, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's going to shift out the good and the bad. So, I think it's a good thing for all of us, really.
Yeah. I look at it as an opportunity to connect more and to really see who's really in the space and that really wants to be part of it long term. I think that's the biggest, like,
it's kind of a built-in mechanism for Web3, and the strong people will thrive. And that is not saying the smartest people, the ones who want to really educate themselves and learn about the new technology, are the ones who are going to thrive. Not necessarily as developers, but just as consumers and people living day-to-day lives and knowing that this is really going to become the new standard for financing and currency in general, obviously.
We got OG in the house, and then Mushi. What's up, guys? Always holding it down. Appreciate you all.
I love you guys.
Yeah, dude. We got amazing guests right here. Maggie, just killing it. She's in person.
She's the first. She's the first guest.
She's actually a bot.
She's one of the t-shirts.
She's got the shirt.
Yeah, look at rocking the shirt.
She's rocking.
I was wearing a donut.
This is her custom shirt with her NFT and her company on it. So we make sure we take care of our guests. Yeah. They get the best of the best.
So be honest. You said that like a lot of your like wedding metaphors and Avatar did you. I think we got closer with your South Park character.
Oh my God, South Park character. That was epic. Do you know I got lost in Spatial and it takes a photo image of you, but I was like, this is like me. I mean, it's cool, like, and so I was designing the gallery. Like that's another space where I'm going to put artist gallery, but cool. I ended up in a penthouse in Dubai. And my avatar got naughty. My avatar, because no one was around, I started jumping on the bed. I got on the table. Some people decided to join me on the table. and then I went upstairs. I mean, you could see the outside. There's like this image in Dubai, right? And not that I've been. I was pretending. And they had a chopper on the roof. They had a dance floor on the roof.
Wow.
But it was fun. Have you guys been into Spatial?
What's that?
Spatial? SPATIAL.
TIAL. Yeah. .io. It's like it's a whole. There's like people having yogas and like your avatars in there, and
like
you just get lost.
Is it like Stageverse? You know what Stageverse is?
No.
Yeah.
Stageverse is like a metaverse.
Oh, it's another metaverse.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what Spatial is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
crazy. That's wild.
But you know what happened though when working? I mean, it's still.
What's up, y'all? 4 people in the house. What's good?
I love you guys. Thanks for coming on. Are we clear about it?
Now we are.
We're just looking at it.
Now we are. We're okay. Cause internet connection.
I mean, we were talking about how like
this
would be awesome if we can do this on a Twitter space video podcast.
Like if
I'm gonna get
imagine if Twitter, you know how like we get on Twitter Spaces, right? So imagine instead of just the Twitter Spaces, me and Luke we go live and you see us on the screen, and then we could bring up our guests on Twitter instead of doing it here. We could just be like one place. You know,
what would they?
Twitter?
You can live stream.
You can.
No,
Twitter Spaces.
No, but I mean, I guess like how it's set up for space.
I've seen live stream on Twitter. Yeah. Someone did it the other day. But I don't know the details of it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say maybe you can. I mean, I forgot about
I haven't seen anything like
stream, I think.
Video? Why are you doing that then?
I think
you think everyone's afraid to be doxxed?
I don't know, right?
Yeah, right.
I
can hear you guys,
they're
but it's a
hiding behind
bit
their
blurry
fake
here and there.
No,
Oh, hey
no.
guys, if you refresh it right now, see if that works. Sometimes it does that.
Sorry, brother.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's what happens when you get Web 8 in the house. You know, Web 3 can't handle it.
Well, do you want to know the fun? Many people don't like this, and I'm like, that they don't know how it was like, because him and I remember we started back in 2013, and it was just such a stand unity. Everybody was kind of, you had to know certain people to get.
Oh yeah, I miss the clubhouse days. I miss boat.
Yeah, you know.
I guess I didn't miss anything.
It was back. And anyways, I love how now we go all the way to the this Web 3 got so advanced. Together, I mean, with kind of cross-sectioning each other and just think more. It's
Yeah.
Because this is kind of the stuff. Oh, it's a much better. It's like this is the start right now. We're at this point where we're like people in the palm of our hand. You know what I mean? Back in 2013, if someone said, yeah, in this year, 2022, we're going to do that, you would look at them.
It's just like, but still like you do now as a normal human being. Your consciousness is there. That's what the singularity is. Have you heard of that? They're saying basically is when since they were first invented in whatever form, is that when to emulate human activity, that's the singularity. Whatever, like how do I exist as a human? You won't need to.
We're all gonna turn into living avatars, and hopefully mine will finally look like me. They have the technology already where you put like your weight, all that stuff in.
But like you won't have to really say it or whatever. It's just like you won't have to die. The body was based on the vessel, it's built to live, grow, then die. That's it. Around that, it's like charity you have to the point. If you don't have to worry about dying, you just have to somehow be contributing to whatever. It's like the population will become infinity, and people based on their communities and who they know and what, like basically how we live now, but without the fear, knowing that it's all going to end one day. You can change whatever. You can be like, I'm in Japan. I'm 30. I'm in 2020. Time, space, everything won't exist anymore.
And then if you on the blockchain, anything about yourself, it's there forever.
The blockchain is going to become that's tech. I think the new tech god. I think that people don't. That's going to be the basis for what everything else comes to. Like there was the blockchain, then there was cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, basically the first one.
Yeah.
And then years later, more to come from that. Honestly, it's just
I like being
It is, and it's first of all, it's an brand spanking new. That's why all these different, be able to come together, networking, building new things, which allows us to push forward these new opportunities. And then once this market gets filled, then there's going to be other markets in the digital world. Like we're literally experiencing the transition from right now to like we're about to literally get all digital out. It's getting.
I'm gonna NFT my driver's license, Social Security,
Yeah,
deed house,
that's where it's gonna go.
like everything. They're talking about medical records, NFTs.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
NFTs
for absolutely.
Yeah, NFT blockchain. Basically, it's all going to be on the blockchain.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the blockchain.
I think NFT do crypto.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, crypto just exists. Use money as a means to get item. Crypto,
right?
Basically, but it's not government controlled money, and it doesn't have to bear with the standards or the economic standards.
I feel like there are important applications though to different things. Like I feel like Polygon is an application for gaming, and it's used for like all the different.
The money system that we have right now. And so he said the biggest problem for NFTs and crypto, the internet itself is still in the 90s. It's still run on bandwidth.
The same servers, right?
They won't even have to wait to get approved by everybody. That's it. That's it. All the money and the cash, whatever you have in your bank account, not going to be obsolete. Like, change it with it.
Tech's got a little ways to go.
Well, I'm sure. Have you heard anyone say, like, when you try to explain your parents, whatever, you try to explain it to them? I try to explain it to my parents. Their reaction's the same every time. Like, oh, well, I'm not going to live long enough. I'm like, well, but wouldn't you want to know? Because you could, like, the technology is going way faster than it used to. This is something that you have at your disposal as a way to live by. Maybe live better. The thing, like live differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I've been in the space for years, and it's like not even a year. So
crazy.
Fast.
You feel home.
It's like not there anymore. It's crazy.
But yeah, that's why we do the podcast, because it is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
Meet amazing people like yourself, who are doing great things for the NFT community.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just I think like what you guys like what right now is kind of how the internet's been kind of it's just because it is this intense new people and connections, and you're right. On alerting.
Hey, sorry, we went anywhere.
We didn't go anywhere, guys. We're back. We were kind of
in the house. That's the homie.
It happened.
In the house. Oh, John.
3 people. What's up, guys? Sorry, we just kind of disappeared in internet. I know.
Is it Spectrum? Who's the blame?
You're gonna go home and the kids are shit. Like, I want one of those.
I know.
They're gonna be jealous.
No, my 11-year-old's gonna steal it. He steals my clothes and I
Nice.
steal his. So.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
So we're back. I'm back in here. Yeah, we
right
back.
next to a police department, right down there. So
Yeah, the
always
police.
your
They were
fire
trying to, patrol us guys. But yo, guys, thank you guys for being here right now, man.
Light up another bag.
Yeah, put on another bag. We also got a homeboy T-shirt giveaway. We got to do. We got two folks in here. We should get some folks up in here. I'm gonna share the link.
How did Maggie? How did we all link up? What? I'm kind of leading into that part of that. That part of
Twitter. Yeah.
So we were on Space for 15 hours that one night.
I think it was 24.
And we were on Spaces before that. Yeah.
And so we were. It was all about the NFT thing.
Yeah, the NFT 3 fire show.
The fire show. Well, yeah, and I'm glad, things were kind of weird about that, and how it's kind of crazy how things kind of were
I guess what we could really talk about
misunderstood.
What can we learn from that? What was that kind of gave it away? What were the red flags that alerted us, and we were able to alert other people because of it?
Well, we were in that 20-footer space, and apparently there was a bot attack, and the tickets went from $400 to $15. So we all went along with it. You're like, okay, well, let's take the opportunity to buy tickets. There's people that can't afford that. And then I know one of you DM'd me and said so-and-so wants a ticket. So I went and bought a few tickets, and I was for myself, but out of kindness, I'll transfer these to people. You can't afford a ticket, I'll give you one. So I was transferring some tickets, and so that was a little odd, but I got pulled out of it because I was helping them out, volunteered. I wasn't by them. I'm my own person, my own thing.
So it had nothing to do with your company or anything like that?
No.
You weren't doing that?
No, it was not
it
wasn't my company. I voluntarily helped them out because I'm in LA, and we're all in building, and I thought it was a cool idea. I was like, wow, an award show. I love the whole.
Yeah.
So I came in as my own person. I had my own stuff going on. Like I said, I had an IRL event. I had my own things going on. So, but I decided to help them out. And ran that Twitter space. They DM'd me and they said, we need you to do a favor. Can you please go to the downtown Biltmore tomorrow? One of the board people is going to come up from San Diego to meet, up with these really important sponsors.
Wow.
I had never like done a run through for them. Like I was helping connect them with people, but
Not with it.
I never did. I went myself weeks before with my friend that was interested, who just finished her movie, and I went to the screening, and she was interested in using Perishing Square to promote the movie. So I went with her a few weeks ago, just like, let's scope out the space, like we do our own, right? We ran into, like the room, some of the rooms were locked, obviously, because we didn't have an appointment with sales people at the Biltmore or anything, but we were just, browsing around, like seeing the layout in real person. Anyway, so they asked me to go down, and like me, I'm like, sure, why not? Like I always like helping people out. I was like, sure, I'll go to Biltmore for you guys. And I was like, what do you exactly? And they're like, well, just be you. Just be your confident self. I was like, okay, I'm just going to go be me. Sure. It doesn't sound hard.
That's scary. If I heard that, I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, kind of like, wait.
So the next day, their board person from San Diego called me, who I didn't know. Apparently he knew who I was, but I didn't know who he was.
Huh.
And he's like, yeah, we wanted someone else from LA. I don't want to name names because I don't know who's under what NDA or anything. So I'm just going to be a little vague with who's what. But, just saying how it happened from my end. But so anyways, he called and he was like, yeah, we're meeting with Joe Schmo at, Biltmore, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's who we're meeting? I was like, those are my friends. Those are the entertainment companies I brought on. I was like, why are we meeting them? There's already been like the last time I was on a Zoom call with all of them was, weeks before, and like 30 minutes before my IRL event. I thought it was all sealed, locked, and contracts were done and everything was good. And so obviously it intrigued me more to be involved because I'm like, I know these people.
Right.
Like I brought them in, and he goes, I didn't brought them in. I said, okay, well, obviously someone else took credit for that, right? Like I brought you guys these contacts to help you out with the show, and no one even knows that I'm the one that did that, whatever. So I called them. I called the people they were wanting me to go meet because I know them. Like, I've met their kids, and they're like, I know them. So they're like, yeah, it's bad. They reached the contract with us that they were supposed to, abide to, and they haven't. And and it's a fire show. It's really bad. And they filled me in on what was going on. And so I said, okay, I'm coming down. I'm coming down, but I'm coming down not as NFT3, but I'm coming down as you guys because you're my friends. I brought you guys on. I don't work for them. I'm not paid by them. And so, I went down and, in support of the people that were involved, and it felt like a setup. It felt like NFT3 Awards were setting me up a little bit because they wanted me to be like, oh, go show them like the walkthrough and stuff. And I was like, because the board member came down. He's like, where's the layout of the hotel? And I was like, they have it. I didn't bring it. Why do I need to bring it? They actually had like a jump drive. They had a better layout of the hotel than I even had access to because I'm not on the board. So I was like, it just felt like they already breached the deal, and it's like they tried to put me in the middle almost as sabotage. Like, oh look, she screwed up the sponsor. She's like I felt like a scapegoat that day.
Wow.
That's what I felt like. I felt like an absolute scapegoat, and I like helped them out so much. And it was weird because I was like, if I brought these people in and there was like an issue, then why didn't you guys contact me? Like, you guys had that Zoom call, everything was all good, and then everything just dropped off later. No one said anything, and now you're making me run after a 15-hour Twitter space to go to the Biltmore. So yeah, and these guys were so nice. They're like, we'll fix it, we'll save the show, blah blah blah. No, NFT3 wanted nothing to do with it. Had an attitude on the phone with them. I was like, why do you have an attitude? These guys are trying to help you. Like
the people from San Diego?
No, the people from San Diego were on the board with NFT3. The people from LA were their own companies, their own entities, their own entertainment companies. They manage actual singers and artists and everybody else.
And
they're
legitimate.
They're legitimate companies. They were on there helping. They were bringing people on and helping facilitate them. And they were real entertainment companies. Okay. So it was just, They ended up terminating contracts,
Crazy.
obviously, because, what got weird was after that 24-hour Twitter space, after the bot debacle, what got really weird was because I started having people's attorneys call me. I stopped after that whole Biltmore thing. I was like, I want nothing to do with this. Just seems really shady. Like they're not doing
Like
what
John,
they say.
like John said, 80K in ticket sales with only 356 owners running an illegal bot.
Yeah, and then what got really weird after the bot was they were running spaces saying buy the tickets and then you get money, a giveaway or whatever. It was like 10 and 50 ETH. I don't even know what they kept changing it to. And I'm not an attorney, but there's lottery laws in California where if you're doing stakes and giveaways, you're not like, it's supposed to be free entry. It's not supposed to be buy a ticket and then you get money. That's where it violates those laws. And, I guess because they thought it was online, it didn't count, but it does. They weren't not abiding by California law. So that got really weird.
So I'm just asking. In California, lottery laws say you can't buy in to a...
Yeah, like the sweepstakes. There's like a whole...
Okay.
Yeah, there's these... Even if it's online, like the events here in California, you need to abide by those rules.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys have seen giveaways on Twitter. It was like they were trying to raise money from Twitter spaces. Like it didn't...
And you needed that to be able to make this NFT3 thing happen.
Yeah, but they had their sponsors and their people sitting at the palm of their hand that they didn't want help from, because what happened is the companies that were there, the $100,000 sponsor called them, because what they don't realize, which I said, is LA is small. Like they think LA is so massive, but you guys know in the entertainment industry, it's like 2% of us. Like everybody knows everybody. Everybody started talking, and their $100K sponsor dropped off because they screwed these guys over with breaching the contract. Like everyone's gonna find out eventually. They're like, no, don't put money into the show because we got screwed over. You're gonna get screwed over. Everyone's gonna get screwed over.
Yeah,
so
like
a trickle effect.
Even OG say, giveaways on Twitter be 50-50 fake. Yeah. 50% fake. Yeah. 50% real.
They just want
I believe that. I believe that because they'll say like, yeah, we'll hook you up, and it's like we tell everybody when we say that we give every guest a shirt, we're not fucking around.
Record to show.
And
that's a shirt. That's not like 50 ETH.
Yeah. True. But it's still, we take pride,
But that's the good thing about Web3 though.
Yeah.
Word spreads fast because there's such a strong sense of community. So
Well, I was the bearer of bad news. So I'm the one that went off on a rampage.
But you have a good heart. You could
be able to tell everyone, get us aware.
And said, no, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But you care enough about your community to.
Yeah.
I felt horrible. There were people like calling me. They're like, I've never been to America. I got tickets. Like people were in the red with flights, with hotels. It was so sad to watch. It wasn't easy to tell people that this is not happening. And it took them, like a week or I don't know how long to finally tell the public that it wasn't happening and it was moving to Vegas.
Yeah.
After I had already said, hey, this is not going to happen, you guys. You guys got to it's not going to happen.
Did you see that documentary about Fire Island or Fire Festival?
Yeah, Fire Festival.
Yeah, Billy McFarland.
Billy,
he got a bunch of money and made it seem like it was going to be this big, Coachella type concert down in the Bahamas.
Seth Rogen is going to be playing his character.
Basically, there was nothing. They got there and there were tents and cheese
sandwiches.
Yeah.
They had the YouTubers go. And there was tents. It was nothing. It was all just a bunch of bullshit.
And the guy who created it, Billy McFarland, was self-delusional enough to believe that he really was going to make it happen.
Yeah, even at the end, even that night. Oh yeah.
And I think that's what Seth Rogen said. That's a movie. That I can play that guy who believes he really is doing it. He thinks it's happening, and everyone around him is like, "What the fuck, dude?"
You got investors that gave him $12 million to play with.
Court over it, I think.
And the thing is that he convinced them. And it's well, hey, that's the investor's fault. You put money into it, dude. What do you expect? You think not everything's a guarantee.
Right.
Shady.
Yeah,
You
you gotta be really
he and I,
fucking
we're writing a
sketch.
script right now that come out about his uncle, you know, in the late 60s, early 70s, and
Late
you know, that
70s.
time period. Yeah.
Yeah.
The counterfeiting and stuff like that during that period.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and not everyone that was involved was a bad guy. They were just doing business with the bad guy, and because the people that terminated, they are the good people. And
Or
they said, we're
being-
not doing this. We're not doing this for our communities. We're
Or-
not participating.
Being associated with them just because you know them. And, you know, I think that's the biggest misconception is just because someone knows a person or is friends with a person that may be like a criminal or some kind of act, you know, they're criminals too.
Set up, scam.
That's kinda how it is,
whatever
you know?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sad that they do that to people, like in general. Just like
That was like the
Cover
last
their
thing
own
we
ass.
needed, like in this space right now. It was like, oh, it's gonna be a celebration. We're all gonna have. We were all hyped up. We're all like, yeah, we're all gonna have fun. And
yeah.
I was really excited to be an NFT tampon. I'm really disappointed that I couldn't walk the red carpet in my NFT tampon outfit.
That'd been good.
I had like 5 wardrobe changes that I wanted to do.
Been nice.
I'm like, this is so lame. I can't do
You
all
gonna be a
that.
presenter or something? Were you gonna present?
I was going to speak. I was going to speak about my projects. I had a couple people ask me to moderate for them and, you know, help them. And I was like, I'll help whoever, whoever wants, you know, help and let's celebrate.
I mean, I guess when we speak in Vegas, if we speak, we're gonna have to just wear the Homeboi shirt and look like our avatar. 'Cause this is, if you look at our avatars in the intro, this is basically how we look. Like, that's funny.
Yo, but that shirt, yeah, dude, I know exactly. See, someone's saying our shirt's worth 40 ETH. So,
That shirt?
What about mine?
dude, it might be
That's
worth like
right.
100 ETH.
Well, no one's ever
This
gets
is like custom.
Custom.
That's an NFT basically. No one
Yeah.
else gets that shirt.
Oh my God, I'm going to go NFT this now, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
NFT everything.
How do you do that? How do you NFT something?
Well, you own like the image. You own your own image. If you take a photo of it, and you just. I have a maternity shoot
And
that
you're-
I like have a video of, and I even NFT that. I mean, you could put it in your hidden folder, like,
So
which I
people-
thought some of this stuff was hidden, and I looked, and my husband's like, I'm like, you put that back up.
I
Like
mean,
that's in my
it's
personal
crazy.
file.
You can basically put anything on the blockchain and
Yeah.
an NFT. This could be an NFT. Well, no, you couldn't because these are replicated. But like anything could be an NFT at this point. That's the crazy part. Who's all in here? Who's hanging out?
It's John and OG.
Oh, that's my husband.
John?
Yeah.
Oh. What's up, buddy? I don't know if he's still in here. He might be.
Oh, maybe John can win a shirt too.
Yeah.
Do you want one with Maggie on it, John?
He's not going to say no to having his wife on a shirt.
What size
you know
is he?
what? Yeah, we'll do a special one for him. You want like that, or you want just Maggie as a South Park NFT?
Yeah, whichever you want, man.
No, you honestly, you started talking about bobbleheads, and I swear to God, I thought, like,
I literally
can you
just
imagine,
came
we
up with
did
that
bobbleheads
idea.
of ourselves and just gave them away, like we
Oh,
find
that'd
somebody
be-
who makes them.
Wow. Yeah, bobbleheads are a trip.
But I would want a joint
Wow.
in each of our mouths.
Yeah, right? Just like.
You guys should totally have bobbleheads. You have to do that now.
Yeah.
No, we could
That's
like
cool.
mass produce them and have a bunch of them,
Bobbleheads.
just give them away to people.
Bobbleheads.
Yeah.
That shirts are great, but that's
OG's
even
in the
better.
house right now.
OG's a brother for life.
Hello, is John back? I don't know if he's
Oh.
back. I think it's just OG. Oh, Joe.
Oh.
Hey,
There he is.
are your kids watching too?
No, they're in Cleveland in the
We're
woods.
getting these like
Oh, what are they doing in
delays.
the woods out there?
I don't know. They're being boys.
I just thought like Blair Witch Project. Like, oh shit. No.
Yeah.
Building forts, you know, getting out of this cement that we live in over here. Well, you know, you grew up in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
We're just
I mean,
hanging
I didn't
out.
spend. Well, no. To be honest, I actually grew up in Moline, which is 3 hours away from Chicago. But
Yeah,
I've
so
been
it was
to
like
Chicago.
suburbs.
Yeah.
Same like me.
That's right. That's the
Well, I was on
homie.
the other side of Illinois, right on the border
Absolutely.
of Iowa.
Oh, nice.
That's, I don't even call that. a
You guys got
suburb of
amazing
Chicago.
stuff that you're doing.
Have you heard? Have you heard
said-
that like?
He said my amazing, beautiful wife.
Oh, thank
There
you.
Have you heard that like in Illinois, everybody thinks every other city besides Chicago is a suburb of Chicago. I could be talking about Moline or Carbondale, which are like 3 or 8 hours away. They still think it's a suburb. Did anyone ever say that about Cleveland?
Cleveland, like same, but
Like,
then like some people will be
everything
like,
that's
"Did you
suburb
grow
of
up around
Cleveland."
with cows and stuff?" I was like, "I didn't grow up on a farm." I was like, it's so funny. Like they just
Wow.
think it's like cornfields. I'm like, that's not the part of Ohio I was in.
Yeah.
No. But that's basically Iowa and Illinois. You want to talk about in Indiana, you want to talk about cornfields.
Well, that's crazy, man. They got all kinds of crazy stuff around. Right now that's happening. It's expensive everywhere. With the inflation and
What?
just like everything.
Yeah, I thought about
Yeah.
moving back to Florida, and the housing market went through the roof. I was like,
Oh,
whoa.
Housing market's nuts.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's gonna get better though, like later, but it's right now it's just pretty bad. It's just because of what's happening. But I really believe like NFTs, crypto are really what's gonna take us to the next step with everything.
Yeah,
happening.
definitely.
Well, it's gonna fix our economy. I know
Yeah.
most people don't believe that, but
It is.
not our economy, it's the world economy. And there's people, people in my family included, who don't want a one world economy. But I think it's just gonna become that either way. You don't have a choice because there's gonna the crypto is just the first step, but it's gonna be a technology where everyone can have equal currency that has shareable equal value. But then that's like crypto is fungible. NFT is the other side of the coin, non-fungible. So we have money, items. That's it. That's it. Like nothing else besides that. Like and we use crypto to buy food, just like we use money to buy food. Anything, lodging, home, clothing, whatever.
Yeah,
But
we
then-
went to.
yeah.
Did you and your husband? Have you guys been to the board in Hungary?
No,
It's in Long Beach.
yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
it. I haven't been. I want to go.
Yeah, we were like me and my girl were on like a photo shoot, and it was right down the street. So we just decided to go there.
How is it?
Really good. We paid in Ethereum,
Wow.
so you could just go there and just pay for what you want.
I love that.
And they have like a little like aesthetic. The aesthetics. It's like a happy meal. I always like tell people like, look, the burger wasn't bad, the food wasn't bad. It's just the experience is why you're going there. It's
Can I pay in like Polygon or Solana, or
No.
I have to pay in ETH?
No, ETH or ApeCoin.
Ah.
Because it
Well,
makes
what's
sense.
funny,
with
your
ApeCoin.
kid would like it. I mean, whatever age. It's funny, your meals look like they were in Happy Meals.
They
like
literally
were in little
did.
boxes.
And the way that they were designed, like they really took their time. They created like, and then what's cool is they have an NFT project called Tunes, Tunesville or something, where they have these cats, and they started this project a while ago, but they're funding it through their restaurant, and the value of it keeps increasing because the project is so popular, and they have tunes all over their lunch boxes.
Oh, cool.
So it's really dope, like what they're doing. Like you take your phone and you like kind of like scan a code, and then it takes you to that collection.
Wow.
And they're worth like $800 right now.
Damn.
So they did a really good job. They released this collection. I don't know how, like I think pretty recent, because they started like with their own board Yacht Apes. That's how they started their whole burger place, and then they expanded. Now they have the tunes, and they teamed up with an artist, and they're opening another burger restaurant in Korea.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
actual Korea. So it's Long Beach and Korea. This is gonna be big. I feel like
Yeah.
they're gonna start expanding everywhere.
Yeah, it'll be chains all over. Wow, that's really cool. Have you been into the Dream Hotel in Hollywood? You walk in and it's just like a bunch of digital screens. Their whole entire lobby is just full of NFTs. Yeah,
No,
it's
I've never
really
been there.
cool.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's just there all the time.
Wow. That's just like a little like.
It's in the lobby, like when you walk in, and there's just like digital screens like all over the walls.
Wow. They're just like.
It's like a collage of NFTs. It's really cool to see.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Tell you, the technology just keeps advancing. It's just unbelievable. It blows me away more and more. I know some people look at it and go, well, yeah, it's duh. It's like, I'm like, no, you don't understand. By you saying like duh on Twitter Spaces, like Twitter Spaces to me are big, especially right now, and it's gonna get, much bigger. Like as the years, these next couple of years, there's gonna be more people.
You know what I was
in the
thinking about
space,
though
too.
is like with our podcast, for example, and I hope a lot of other podcasts will start. Is I think when people are on video, they think they have to be scripted or semi-scripted. Like they have to appear like they're prepared. Whereas when Twitter Spaces, we do what we're doing right now, which is chatting back and forth, talking over each other, just like the Twitter Spaces.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about something that you care about and something that you love and you want to learn more about, that's what it's all. That's the whole point, right?
It does feel like a live Twitter space.
It does.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. That's why we like to do that. We just like to vibe with people. We're not trying to just, grill them with questions. It's more about just, understanding what's going on.
Yeah, brother, we love you.
Hey, yeah, OG, bro. Mad love, bro. He lives in LA, so we're going to definitely link up with him. His brother's a club promoter, so we're going to do an episode where we're going to actually have our podcast at one of the nightclubs, whatever his brother can do. And
we're going to talk to people who don't know anything about
Oh my gosh, that is going to be hilarious.
We're going to ask like drunk guys, girls, and like we want them to come to our table. And
that's our new show.
We're going to have our volcano out and we're just going to be blazing weed and talking to them about
that is genius, you guys.
Yeah, and we're just going to be like just talking like about what do you know
but
about
what'll
NFTs?
be funny, we'll let people we'll let everybody know who we know who's out
there.
Hey,
do you guys know about Bitcoin, or they're just gonna look at me and be like, what? Like, yeah, you'd rather have like $1,000 or Bitcoin. Which one would you rather have? $1 Bitcoin or $1,000? I guarantee you people are gonna be like
$1 Bitcoin.
No, but most people are gonna be like $1,000.
I don't care. I want $1 Bitcoin.
Oh, bro, no shit.
Because I know what it's worth.
Yeah, and where it's going to go. It's going to go to $500,000, at least $1 million.
Thank you for bringing the drink, Maggie.
Yeah,
Hey,
I gotta. Do
mad
I have
love,
to
bro.
catch up?
Seriously. Maggie, we're on like already a couple bags. We're already in the mix.
I asked my Uber driver. I mean, it's funny. He was like, "Yeah, I don't really know what NFTs. Isn't that just art? Digital art? That's usually the answer."
Can I just get a screenshot? Like, oh yeah, I just saved the photo, so now you're kind of screwed. Like,
see, I used to be an Uber driver, and I talked with people who weren't in the NFT and crypto space.
Oh yeah,
and they don't buy it either. But then, like maybe once in a blue moon, somebody would just say NFTs, and I'm a shy person. I don't talk to anybody when I'm driving. I'm just like all business. But unless if you say something, I'm gonna pop up and be like, "What? NFTs? Crypto? What? Stop! Keep talking. Like, what do you know?" And like, yeah, that's the gentleman I said who said the internet's still in the 90s days. Like, he's the guy I Ubered who just brought it up randomly. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think of that. So you just never know. It's like,
it's good.
I think out here in LA, there's a lot more people in NFTs and crypto than anywhere else in the world. In the Midwest,
no, there's also
Cleveland, Chicago, no one knows.
There's also
I think I got one in Cleveland on Twitter Space.
I mean, I'd even say like in
knowledge.
No, like in Puerto Rico.
Oh, Colombia? You talking about the third?
Those are some like crypto countries. There's some crypto countries where they're starting.
Isn't that funny? They're ahead of us on that.
They're all like implementing crypto everywhere, and it's all going to start spreading over here in the States.
They want to help the people.
It's going to spread to the States
like a one world economy going. I think.
Is that why Miami's ahead? Everybody from Colombia tends to go to Miami. So is that why Miami's like?
Probably.
They're like
Miami.
Hell yeah, bro. That would be that, dude. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the episode, bro. That'll be like legit.
You guys have to invite me to that. That's gonna be hilarious.
Well, we're gonna get that set up.
We'll be in a club one night. You'll just kind of walk up and be like, "Hey guys, can I be on?" Like,
yeah. Be with your other and be like, "Hey guys, come here." We're like, it's just funny because like people, I guarantee most of the people that we talk about NFTs, they're gonna look at us and go, "What?"
But the funniest part is that we're in with that kind of crowd, the club crowd. Like they're
just like fun. We're just chilling with our volcanoes and being like, yeah, dude.
Oh, MetaMask will go through the roof. They'll just be like, oh my God, all these people are getting wallets. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard there's someone trying to do a reality show with like crypto.
It's gonna
crypto.
happen.
It wasn't NFTs. He's doing a crypto. There's people behind the scenes trying to do this. So
Jeff's a rapper. He already wrote a rap about weed staying lit and shit. But we gotta do some about NFT. We gotta do one called NFT. We gotta do one called bot. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff.
It was just fun. We were just fun and like we have this crazy rap character Jay Lit, and we just do some crazy stuff with him.
No, I helped him produce it, but he wrote his own whole like 3-minute song. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you guys gonna like do the show and ask people about NFTs and then have like some music NFT person pop in and be like,
Right.
We've had a couple music already. We had Violetta on the show.
Yeah,
Sammy
Violetta
on the show.
Sammy.
Davey Oberlin.
We're gonna have Sammy on the show.
Yeah, Davey Oberlin.
Davey Oberlin from Korn.
Yeah.
He actually is like the guitarist. I mean, the pianist for Korn.
that's so cool.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and he's really cool. He actually lives in Irvine, so
Yeah,
he might
right?
come here. But
Stevie
well,
Williams?
that's kind of a possibility. That's still
Well,
not
who did we have?
not-
Who did we have on
not-
Wednesday? Isaiah, right? Isaiah too. Yeah.
Isaiah. Yeah,
Isaiah.
he was.
Isaiah. What the?
Yeah,
He didn't say anything. He was like, "Call me whatever."
I know, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
You
Yeah,
guys got the lineup.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we're very blessed
It's a blessing,
because
you know,
these
just
people
like
want to
meeting
show
people
who they are.
comfortable.
Like I was talking to someone today, like we were on the Twitter space, and they're just like, the guy was like, "Yeah, man, like I've turned down a lot of podcasts because I was like, yeah, I would be on like your guys." I was like, okay, man, you know, we're just like I said,
That's
we're
a
just
compliment.
we're just hanging out and not trying to judge people. Just want to hang out, just learn about what they're doing, and
If you
just
have a
kinda-
legit project
Yeah.
and you want to talk about it, come on our podcast.
it's just that's it, man. It's
You
just
got
a vibe.
homemade like OG Doge, you know,
OG Joe's
my brother.
committed.
We got
viewer.
a show coming for you guys. We do NFT clubbing, you know.
Is that what you're calling it? NFT
I don't
clubbing?
know. I just
No.
I'm on weed and beer. I just say random shit.
Chillin'. You just never know these days. I tell you what, it beats being outside because it's hotter than a mother.
It is really hot.
I was in Santa Clarita yesterday, babysitting my uncle's dog. Sweetie,
Oh,
sweetie
she's
an
a
angel. Oh, she came down
sweetie.
and visited the guinea pig.
We got a guinea
It's
pig.
like 100
my baby.
degrees up there in Santa Clarita.
It's a baby?
Outside the valley. Yeah,
She's
that's
my
a guinea
baby.
pig.
Mocha.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't meet her
bring-
yet, huh?
Yeah, I want
We never bring her on the podcast.
Have to
You know,
bring-
you're
Come
in
on,
person,
She's
why
gotta do a
not?
cameo.
She loves it. She loves it. She's a little
Get
star.
some screen time.
She's a little star.
How old is she?
She's gonna be a year in August. I
She's
think.
already-
She's a baby.
Oh,
She's a baby. She loves it. That's her dada. Aw, she's a little feisty. She's
So
a little feisty
cute.
girl.
I have, or the kids. We have a tigu. You guys know what a tigu is?
What the hell is that?
It's an Argentinian lizard.
Oh.
Oh,
I had my 5th grade teacher had an iguana. Look at that baby. What's her name?
So cute.
What's your name?
Mocha.
What's your name?
Mocha.
Mocha. Say hi. OG Doge. Who else is in the house? Just OG Doge. I'll bet.
OG, the homie. He's like,
Hey,
that's-
brother, you might have a T-shirt coming. I don't know if you want to wait for a bobblehead.
I mean, really, bro. He's probably due for another shirt.
I don't know. I don't think he got any.
Has he gotten the other
I
one?
don't think. No. I think he got.
We're gonna have to hook you
Oh,
up.
look at all
OG.
those mug shots.
Oh yeah. And
Oh
then
yeah, we got so many photos.
Well, OG
it's
Doge,
gonna be
he got
disturbing when we see
he
like
got
how
a-
many guests.
He
Like
got an OX Sharks when that doesn't count.
we're
I
gonna
think
like
he got a.
accumulate so many.
Oh, they did their PFP instead of themselves.
There he is. He got a podcast one. You can give him a space one. Or, do you know what he's doing? Holy cow! Who knows? Yep. So keep track of all the giveaway winners.
Yeah,
See who
we
the
always
winner is
do
going to
that.
be today. We already made some other shirts today, so
Yeah. No, we got some cool designs and
we made that one this
Yeah.
morning.
yeah. So
You
we're
gotta make a shirt with her on it.
I know. So it gotta be something. I gotta do there.
Oh. You ever had a guinea pig? I never had one before.
No.
Oh yeah,
She's sweet.
She's a sweet baby. Just dogs are basically. This is sweet mama.
She's like a big.
She's a little star. She's gonna be a
Yeah.
star.
She's gonna be in a music video too.
You're gonna have your own NFT collection.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I
was
know,
like,
right?
can you imagine? Call it mocha. Mocha tea.
I like that. You need mocha after mocha? After the
All guinea pig.
actual mocha?
All guinea pig and a
or
cup of
just-
coffee.
Or the coffee.
Guinea pig
What
holding a
was
cup
your
of
What was your
coffee.
inspiration?
I think it just was like she was such a
Well, what's the utility?
spazzy
Mocha,
girl.
what's the utility? What are you gonna offer everybody? Why is
Cuteness.
everybody gonna buy your NFT? Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you offering? Oh, what are you offering, Mocha?
What are you gonna do, Mocha?
Hmm?
Got one person still hanging out.
I love this OG.
Yeah. Most people, they'll go back and rewatch it. They get a lot of views.
Oh yeah, it's the rewatch sometimes too.
You know, Saturday at 6 p.m. Most people are out getting hammered.
We having a ball.
Yeah.
Man,
No, we're
we
excited for
appreciate-
the April reunion event.
Yeah.
August 20th. That's gonna be sick. What
I
do you
guess
got? What do you
I
got
guess
coming
I
up?
guess
What do
I
you-
guess
what-
I guess
what
you
look
did,
forward
bro.
You're like my last thing in LA. I'm going to Cleveland on
You are-
Tuesday. I need a break. I need an LA break. I need to go
Yeah,
touch
break.
some grass and
Got you, bro.
you know.
The event, I know we had the event a couple of weeks ago. Like, we couldn't make it because we were working on a property video, but over in Calabasas,
In Topanga Canyon.
Topanga Canyon.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was like 300 plus people came through there. It was a lot of
Wow.
people.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Everybody like in the NFT. And
It was
crypto
in like the
space, or-
paper, and there was like some crazy people there. There was the head lady at Paramount. There was like some
That's a
big
good thing.
big players there.
Yeah.
There was like a publisher, like a, I think it was just like those, because it was in curated LA, which is not so easy to get into. So it was posted in curated LA, and yeah, the word got spread. One guy was like, I had 6 different art shows to go to. I chose to go to this one. I've been here hanging out here all day. I kind of wanted to make it a thing. We hired a band, which I paid.
Nice.
Because I know, like, this award show, they're like everyone for free. I was like, I paid $1,000 for a band that's not even that well known to go to a gallery. So, like, yeah, that's just me, my way,
Yeah.
right? Take care of the artist. So,
Yeah.
and we had a food truck, bomb burgers.
Nice.
Yeah, because I've been to. Have you been to like Vellum, LA on Melrose? Like, have you been to any of these gallery shows in LA? I mean, like, they don't really do much, and
No,
I
we filmed
walk
a
in there.
gallery show too.
I'm like, I don't even know who's here for NFTs or for art, or it's just kind of are they here just
I
for
think
free
it was kind of
alcohol?
Curiosity, I think.
Yeah.
I think I bet most people are like, they heard of NFTs and crypto and they think, ooh, free alcohol at this event. I'll go see what's up, but I'm just there to get drunk.
Yeah, that's what I felt. So I didn't want it to be that. And then I was like live streaming, and I made it like a thing, not just like, oh, let's just have free drinks. And so it was good. It was a lot of fun. It was a good turnout. And like I said, a lot of interesting characters came through. I was surprised.
Yeah, there's that's cool because it's such a diverse community,
So I have more stuff
Okay.
coming. You know me, I've always got shit coming.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Halloween prom
Okay.
in San Pedro, October 15th.
Wow.
So I wanted to incorporate NFTs with that. I'm like a big Halloween freak.
So you can come dressed as whatever NFT you have.
Yeah, and you can relive. I didn't realize how many people have never been to the prom, and then
Wow.
you can go and like
NFT. Prom.
NFT. It's a prom, a Halloween prom. So it's Halloween and prom
Did you
all
go to
in
your
one.
prom?
I did go to my prom.
Wow.
My prom sucked.
Huh.
I went with a girl who did not want to go.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I had a good prom, but there's a lot of people that like have never been to prom. So this is like they can have this adult prom. Because last year I did a big, I did it at my place though, and I had animatronics and all that. Like I could have charged people to come through. Like it was that good. Like I have a friend that's an interior designer that helped me like do the tables and the decor, and we went all out on the food. We had like that black ink pasta and like it's anything that looked like Halloweenish. So we're like, all right, we got to outdo ourselves this year, right? You always got to outdo yourself. So we're gonna do a Halloween prom this year, incorporating NFTs.
Are you gonna have a prom king and queen NFT?
Oh, see, okay, you're giving me ideas now. That's good. I like that. I like it. I like feedback. That's really cool. No, it's funny because I was sending some people like a picture of like the venue, and they're like, "Who's getting married?" Because it was like this banquet hall. Yeah, I was like, "No one's getting married." Yeah, I want to do one downtown. I feel like there needs to be like a really cool, in one of those industrial buildings, especially like because I have like the steampunk theme. I think like, or for any of the artists, like I think that like warehouse industrial party. So I'm like shopping around venues to try to do that.
Back in the day, this was back in like 2007, 2017, we went to a lot of weed events in downtown and like industrial buildings, like you're talking about. And that's a bad thing. They're just utilizing the space to, push the product and more importantly, the community.
We have our art district down there. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why I figured that would be a good spot.
Look, I say this about downtown. Like if you're going down there and you can plan to park and try to walk somewhere, just like any downtown across the country, it's just like, hey, be prepared for it. You know?
Yeah.
Like when we thought they were having the event at the Biltmore, I was thinking, because we'd done a wedding down there, we were thinking like, wow, parking for that many people, like.
Well, and to also have the amount of rooms that they were promising, and they were trying to, give people, it would be at least a few million to reserve that. Like it was. It was
a hefty budget.
It was a shitload of money. So, and they were trying to raise funds like right before the event, which is kind of weird.
I guess John got bored and had to go.
My husband left me.
He's probably still in there.
He's still in there, John?
I think he's still in there.
We don't have our dev to talk to.
He's like, look at the guinea pig and everything. Like these guys are just chill.
Yep, just hanging out.
Mocha. Yeah, you can pet her.
But that's what's been fun in this space, right? Just to like create and have fun. And I think because like I was like a dancer most of my life. It's an underappreciated art. Like dancers really don't get paid. They go on tour with singers. They go to Broadway. Like,
and it's a real exercise.
They're not. And then on top of it, I'm 36, so I'm like retirement. Okay, I'm like in dancing retirement. Like I'm too, So it's like I feel like it's an underappreciated art. So I guess that's why I kind of gravitate towards this space and artists because. And getting out of that whole like centralized controlling the artists, controlling their work, and
it's really hard for artists to really control their work. In the world we live in today, I think Web3 is going to change that. But like it really is important, and even to dancers and actors, to be able to control who you work for, what you're doing, and where instead of just being a tool that people just pass around, especially in dancing and acting. Your body is a tool. You have to keep it in shape and condition and ready to go whenever it's needed,
Yeah, same. Like in LA, what is it, like 2% are like really A-list? Like there's so many that don't have work. And
it's tough. There's so much undiscovered talent out there, and sadly we're not going to see most of it because they're I'm quoting Sylvester Stallone. He said this on Inside the Actors Studio. He said that we won't see the best actors in the world because most of them, their instrument is sensitive, meaning they can't handle the rejection. It's not that they're not good actors, it's just that they can't handle the rejection. Yeah. And so, like him, for example, or any artist, just try to find something uniquely you, and that way you're being honest with yourself and knowing that you're putting it out there, and if people want to accept it, good. If they don't, then go and work on you and try again. That's what it is. But most artists can't do that. They think like, well, if they don't like me, then that's it.
Yeah, and it's like, if you know somebody, you get in, and then there's other ways people get in, and it's like the scummy way, and then and like reality TV took over. So then like the real actors and the real like talent kind of got a wash because, they were just picking up somebody they could pay for less money off the street, right? To make a fool of themselves on TV. Where's the talent go then, right? And all of a sudden you see these A-list actors that are like doing commercials and stuff because they can't get regular because they got some idiot to do something on TV, right? So
exactly.
The whole industry's changed. And I feel like I wish we had that old like Hollywood glam back.
Keep an eye on what Jeff and I are doing. We want to bring that back. Yeah. But within the Web3 space.
Right.
Meaning like we can have like an old school type gangster, horror, whatever, drama, romance, comedy, cartoon, whatever kind of movie, but have it exist in the NFT or NFT Web3 space. For people who really want. But it's we talk about this all the time with musicians, artists, anything sports even related, is that like in this space, the artist comes first. Because the artist is the one in the Twitter spaces now and doing what we're doing and talking about what they do. While we want to contribute to the NFT community and introduce new developers and try to push this industry forward.
Yeah.
But have the time and ability to promote ourselves as artists. And I think, for him and I, like we're in the golden age right now. Like it's the hardest age, that's for sure. But and look back on it and think like, thank God, because like he said, like in 2013 when social media kind of like Vine and Instagram took social media to a new level, and he and I, we were just creating short videos for YouTube all the time. We have over 150, 200 of them. And we were doing them all the time. And it's really just like, they, it's funny now, like they could have all been NFTs if we had started just now. Like that's probably what they would have been. But it's like, the time comes for everybody. And I think Web3 is going to be the time for a lot of artists, to really shine and bring forth a new dynamic to what it means to be an artist and what it means to have a rally community behind you that doesn't really reflect the work you do, but who you are as a person and an artist,
Yeah, I think it's a really big movement. And the centralized people they're a little scared of us. They're like, we want to do it, but they're like, so like, they don't want to, some of them are adaptable. Some like don't want to give up that control, it's like, they're kind of stuck in their ways a little bit.
I try to respect both of them because I definitely respect the ones who are willing to change and willing to adapt. But then the ones who don't want to adapt, you want to like, okay, don't push them.
Right.
But let them do their thing. Let them keep developing. Because like you say, like these projects that get rugged all the time, not because everyone had bad intentions. It's just that the people behind it maybe may not have been as tough and secure as they needed to be to really push forward to the next level. And like you said, people with the money come in and try to
take advantage,
take the whole thing and make it what they want it to be,
Right.
So it's important for sure.
Definitely.
Well, trying to see who's in there.
OG.
LD,
Guinea. You're missing
OG.
the Guinea. The Guinea
The
cameo.
I mean, Guinea, she's going.
So cute.
What's your name again? Mocha?
Mocha.
Mocha. I love it. Well, we're on Homeboi shirts now. Like for the first time, we have everybody on.
Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah. Of course. I love
the
it.
Homeboi Club.
Well, John missed out on a shirt. He bounced on us. What's up with that? You got OG Doge. You might just have to hook OG up with another shirt.
Who's the winner?
I think we're gonna hook up OG.
Yeah, he's the homie for sure.
We've
been on here. Wow, 2 hours.
You've been on here for 2 hours.
Feels like 10 minutes. Doesn't
Wow.
It does because it's just sometimes
it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. You're just talking and hanging out.
You don't want it to end.
Well, and also too, what we did is I think it was smart because in the beginning we had a pretty bad connection, and now we have a much better.
Where can we go to where it's a better connection?
I think
I think we need to be at the Dockfather Mansion next.
Yeah, right. That would be
up there.
The idea.
What's the internet going to be at the clubs? Like, how are we going to be live down there? Like,
OG, you better.
You guys need to get like
we need good internet if we're going to come and have a show, brother.
What if you have like a spare phone, like a Verizon phone, and you use their like hotspot or like an extra?
You need a hotspot.
Yeah, you need like
some
that.
kind of like portable hotspot or something. That's crazy. But no.
When is this going to happen? This club invasion thing?
Oh, it's going to happen soon.
It's gonna happen.
It's up to OG. We got to talk to him.
Yeah, he's got to talk to him.
Talk to OG, meet up, hang out, see what's up.
Got a few people in the house.
We got to just keep pumping out the podcast, meeting, Who we got coming up next week? Who's up next week?
For Wednesday, we got
King Kong.
Yeah.
Gangsta Kong.
Gangsta Kong.
And been too long.
He's got an animation studio, and he's going to talk about his project. He actually showed he's got this sick ass like animation I'll have to show you, and it's like Grand Theft Auto, but like.
So it's like Donkey Kong crossed with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really
That's cool.
Really cool.
And then we got next Saturday, we got Kevin. He can buy Cannabis Club.
Oh, yeah.
He's the homie.
Yeah.
We just chat about cannabis, the cannabis.
Guys trying to make cannabis into the NFT space to where we could like be purchasing it through the NFT, through the blockchain.
Oh, I need that. I have a cannabis idea.
What's your idea?
I don't want to.
Oh, don't.
Okay.
Don't share it if you don't want to.
No, I mean, like,
No,
I'm like,
we're
I
not
don't want
gonna put you on
anyone
the
to
spot.
take it because
No,
it's
don't.
really,
Keep
it's.
it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Someone will take it.
Somebody will take it with the blockchain.
Yeah, you never know, because I like, honestly, even when you say, "Hey guys, I'm just purchasing this cool NFT," and then someone will hear that and they'll just go onto the blockchain, they'll see your transaction and raise theirs a higher number and take it.
Got 3 peeps in the house.
Crazy.
Y'all identify yourself. We might do a giveaway here in a minute. 3 peeps in the house. Come on. We love you guys. You know,
If
Maggie, she gave us her time. She came by to hang out with everybody, spit some knowledge. You know,
It's been fun.
yeah,
it has been
for
real
sure.
hard. Gotta get it. We gotta get it.
What
vibe.
is it again? The Ligitpro and
Legit
NFT.
NFT.
Legit
I
Pro.
see some projects.
Leading the way to the metaverse.
I see some projects on your Legit NFT website. Like, what are those? I'm sorry, I haven't read into them.
Oh yeah, I think I went through a lot of them.
Just earlier, she did.
Yeah,
she went through the
They went through a bunch of
different
them.
artists.
The steampunk metaverse.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
She was talking about all the
We're
different
still
ones.
building and doing our thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean,
And there's a lot of cross marketing going. Actually, okay, I'll drop a little alpha.
Yeah.
So I have I'm working on an NFT music platform. It's gonna be called Open Chord, and
Wow.
we're still working on the tech end of it because you can mint audio, video on music NFTs, but trying to do something a little more interactive with fans. So that's my alpha for the day. That's the one that's my baby. I'm
That's
kind of
good.
keeping Open Chord hidden, but yeah.
what you
Mark.
just said, like interact better with fans. That's very important.
So that's another one I'm working on.
That's really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cross marketing going on because, like, even the steampunk metaverse artist, he has, musicians that play on some of his devices. So there's a lot of between music and art. They all want to cross market each other. So I think it's important to have different platforms. They all want to use art and music at the same time, and fashion, and it's really cool to see all that combined.
Oh yeah,
It is.
and
a
even
whole new,
it's really like all the different industries.
reality. It's like everything,
Yeah.
clothes, food, anything.
Yeah, pretty soon it
becomes an NFT
documents.
now. Like, and what that means is based on whatever person who created it. Like what that means as far as like there's NFT and Web3 value, and then there's real world value, which is like not just money, but like food. Like, how do you? Because we're still human right now. We need to eat. We need time to exercise, sleep, entertain ourselves. Watch TV, watch whatever, just anything. And so, like, everything has 2 meanings now within the NFT space. I think, like, what is it going to do for you in the Web3 space, and what is it going to do for you in real life?
Well, yeah, I saw that video where they're shopping at Walmart, like your avatar, and the avatar's throwing in all the stuff and checking out at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where we're headed. And I think that's more efficient. I've been trying to order Amazon Fresh like the last 5 times. They've like screwed up my orders. One time they canceled. So I'm like, man, I need my avatar to go shopping for me because they can't get it right.
A friend of mine had Instacart delivered to her house, the grocery shopping, and they said they just left the groceries down on the lawn in front of the apartment building. And she's in a wheelchair. She can't walk, so she had to go down and get her like 7-year-old son go down and get it with her. They had like 18 bags of groceries to carry upstairs, and
wow.
Like, you said the driver this was back when I was doing Uber. Like, the driver just left it there. Like, wow.
I had an Uber driver drive off on me the other day. He's like pulled up. He's like, "Do you have a mask?" Because I just didn't have it on. I was like, "Yeah." And then he just drove off. Yeah, it was weird. And I had the mask. I just didn't put it on yet.
I would try not to wear the mask sometimes when I drove, and I would just like, people would say, "You got a mask?" And I would just look at them like, really?
Those noises are so cute.
She's such a boss. I had my uncle's dog over here the other day, and they were getting to know each other a little bit, and then I'm gonna call her Daisy again. Mocha made a little snap at the dog, and the dog's like same age as hers with a little puppy. And she's like, oh, like just ran away. I was like, wow, like let this little animal that's like 1/8 your size, like dominate you, like really? And she didn't. She came back and started sniffing her out again. She was curious. She liked it. She liked it. Up in Santa Clarita, there's lizards. There's little baby lizards running around, and dog chases after all of them. Like she'll dig into the bush and go after them. But those are like impossible to catch. The lizards up there. Yo,
I should have brought snacks, you guys. I brought the beer. I should have.
Who needs food? We're all fasting. Hey, load up another bag.
Heck yeah.
We'll try to wrap this one up.
Yeah, but we got OG, man. I guess we'll take care.
I think OG's just gonna, get another shirt.
Yep. OG's getting another shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna hook up. But bro, we gotta meet up and
that's how we do it.
Eat lunch or something sometime. Just chat, brother. Just see what's up.
We're going to.
We got to meet up at. I want to meet at Ape Reunion or whatever that place.
What?
Board Ape Burgers.
Well, that's like in Long Beach.
Good. We're going to Long Beach.
It's pretty far. It's like
45. No, fuck that. Let's go to Plan Check. Have you ever been to Plan Check out here? Oh, you gotta go to Plan Check.
Plan Check Burgers.
Yeah, they love it.
Where's it at?
Down in West LA, Sawtell Avenue.
Sawtell.
Like Pico and Olympic. Yeah. I used to work down there, so yeah. He and I used to shoot all kinds of videos and stuff down there, project, and so we go there every time we finished, and I became the spot. That's it. Like they have like 3 or 4 burgers on their menu. That doesn't sound like a lot, but each one is like.
Do they have like a secret like topping menu or something, or it's not that?
It doesn't matter because whatever they give you, it's just gonna be fucking amazing. Like they have 4 different burgers, 3 different fries. Like like they have chicken and veggie options too.
So it puts In-N-Out to shame.
And alcohol. Yeah.
Oh.
In-N-Out.
It's just funny. Like every time people come visit me, let's go to In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's a gremlin compared to them.
Yeah, this is a gourmet burger. It's like when you buy
not to bash In-N-Out. They're not terrible, but we've had like
it's just
a lot of these pop-up restaurants on the side of the street making burgers and stuff like that. You've probably seen those around, and some of them were good, but
you notice In-N-Out won't go to the East Coast. They won't. There's like Texas is like their last stop.
Probably because the East Coast has Steak and Shake. Are they still around?
Which one?
Steak and Shake.
Yeah, oh.
You remember?
I remember.
Right.
Those are like those high school late night drunk and
dude, I'm starving
Steak and Shake.
So many theater shows. You go there afterwards.
The one I used to go to closed in Cleveland, but there's still ones left over.
Did they have White Castle in Cleveland?
No.
Oh.
No, we didn't.
Dang.
Maybe like away from where I was, but yeah, we had Steak and Shake. What else? Oh, you could Denny's. The Denny's stops. The Grand Slam.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get your Grand Slammer, dammers.
I got like the Grand Slam at like 3 a.m. and
yeah, exactly.
It tasted so good. Yeah.
Yeah, but guys,
been at the clubs all night.
Right.
Like,
hey guys, you know how we do. We take care.
Look, I'm hungry now. Sorry.
Oh, he's hungry now.
Yeah,
brother, we gotta get to your shirt then, brother.
Yeah.
For hanging out. I mean, who's hanging out? We got 3 people in the house. Come on.
I don't know the other 2 people.
Who else is hanging out? Probably a producer watching us.
Yep.
Doesn't want to talk. I'm hungry now. Hey, brother, we've been on the booze train all day.
Right.
Booze and weed train.
These guys
want to light that up.
Been on the bag train. We gotta burn the put it on.
Yeah.
I love that noise. It's so soothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's beautiful. Oh, look at her go.
Cute.
Oh, sweet. Do you have any pets at the house?
I said I have that lizard,
Oh,
giant
that's right,
Argentinian lizard.
Oh, wow. I thought you said
I have a photo.
Let's see him.
Okay, so like when she was a baby, I carried her like on my shoulders and went into Starbucks, and people like are freaked out by lizards. So like it was an interesting reaction.
They're cool. Yeah.
I know, but there's people that are like scared of them more, and I
everybody's
just
afraid
texted
of
somebody a photo of it. It gets pretty big. Look.
How big is that? Is that
I don't even know, but it's
so? Like
pretty
okay,
big.
like as big as my arm? Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's so
she's really
cute.
mellow, like
It's like
super mellow. It's kind of like a
miniature
lizard dog.
crocodile, like a miniature crocodile, a little bit. Like a,
Looks a little bit
Look at
like
that thing.
snake-like, right?
it is. I like that. My
No,
dad hates
sorry,
snakes. He
guys,
would
you
be
can't
terrified
see.
by that. Look at this thing, bro. I would love that thing.
Look at it.
I'm gonna get one of those one day. What are they called? Argentinian lizards?
Tigu.
Tigu. Look at that baby.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad we can't show everyone.
That's a
It's
big
like
baby.
since it's like animal show and tell right now.
Is it
Wow.
is it big?
Yeah, look at that.
Like is it like
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah,
Oh, dude.
that's crazy.
it's a female. They don't get as big as the males, but yeah, it's mellow too.
How much does it weigh?
I don't know. I didn't weigh it. I'll put it on the scale. I don't know. I have no idea.
It's just really mellow. Does it bite?
It can, but
Aw.
you feed it mice and eggs and chicken and yeah.
Mice, eggs, and chicken?
I don't know. My son knows the diet. I don't know. He's got whatever diet.
It is.
She's on. Yeah, it's
it's
11-year-old's pet.
That's cute.
Yeah,
No other pets, huh?
he's like slept with her before.
Wow. Oh, you slept with her?
Yeah, when she was
Aw,
a baby.
your baby.
Does it bite him or anything?
Can you imagine?
I mean,
just
she
waking-
can, but
Just waking up and that thing's in your face, like you're just like, oh.
Oh
hi.
my god.
I
that's
love
crazy.
reptiles. Like I always wanted a pet alligator.
There are
I
people
love
who like
them.
sleep with their pythons and stuff like that big ass snake.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
that came out a different way, didn't it?
Can you imagine just no, or that, but no, I was just saying no, it's kind of crazy how those it's dangerous. You never know what kind of animals could do, even if they're an animal.
If they're domesticated, they have to have some level of control, right? Otherwise, they can't you can't legally domesticate a tiger or a lion.
Well, I want to go to Thailand and go in one of those cages. And my husband's like, "You're not getting in a cage, right? It'll eat you." But I'm like, I just want to go play with the little cubs. They won't eat me, right?
No.
They feed them before.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I like
You're
living
not
on the
harming them
edge.
because if you
I
love
like
them-
exotic animals for some reason.
No, I mean I went and swam in off the boat in like this water full of sharks.
Did you?
Yeah.
You
And
had
I was-
Oh, that's so cool.
they're like rubbing
Did you
against
touch
my
them?
legs and shit.
Wow.
Oh, you touched
Oh, there's a lot of them. They're all over.
Where was that?
It was out in the Bahamas.
But they were little sharks.
They were like baby sharks, but some were pretty big too. They
Whatever,
were
like the Jaws shark.
rubbing
like a
up
great
against.
white,
They were
like a
they were
big-ass
feeding them
shark.
off the boat.
Right. So they were like already like fed, so they
Yeah.
wouldn't want to
No,
nip
what
at you.
Wow. What if you saw the Jaws shark, like a big great
It
white
was
shark coming at you?
Dude, I mean, well, that was another time. I actually went scuba diving. I went 90 feet below
And you
sea.
saw a great white?
I just saw nurse sharks. They were big though, and I first thought they were dangerous. And I was trying to tell the captain to go up, and then he grabbed my hand and he put it on the shark,
Oh,
and I touched it. It was tasted. It felt slimy.
Oh yeah, or like the dolphins feel like rubber.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
You say, we do have having pet alligator. Oh, people do have pet alligators though. Yeah, and then
Oh,
like
yeah.
pet monkeys, right? But I think
Yeah.
it depends. Like I think different
Monkeys
states.
throw their shit at you, though.
I didn't. What? That's a thing.
They do.
No, I've heard that.
That's
I
like
used to
serious
say- I
monkey
used to say,
trouble.
I want to have a
That's
monkey as a pet. They say,
terrible.
no, they throw their shit at you. Like, oh, really?
They
Why would they
throw-
do that? Like, because it's funny to them. Like,
Is
they're
that
just
what
like-
it is?
I guess they're like a few million
Yeah.
years behind us in evolution, so they must think it's funny to just go,
Oh my
you know,
gosh,
and then
that's
throw it at you.
hilarious.
Like, okay. I know, but I know I do like Dunstan checks in or monkey trouble where they just.
I mean,
gotta-
but
Well, Hugh
throwing-
Hefner had like a zoo at his place.
throwing their own
Who?
feces.
Hugh Hefner, like
Yeah,
when he
he
had
was
his house, he
boy.
had like a whole freaking zoo.
Playboy guy.
Of
Yep.
course you did.
Yeah.
All right.
But I don't know if you need licenses for those animals.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle used to have ferrets, even though technically they're not legal,
Yes.
right? In California.
I have no idea.
I think ferrets they're not legal. but it's been real, guys. You know, Maggie, she came through.
Yeah.
We talked. We got going on what she's up to in the space, and she's
It was fun.
check out all of her amazing projects that she's affiliated with, especially on
Ligitpro and LigitNFT.
Yeah.
You guys go check it out.
What's the website to get on LigitNFT?
LigitNFT.io. I'm on all the IOs, and IO is input output. In case no one knows what that stands for.
I had no idea
You didn't know
till today.
I just learned.
Now I'm informed.
You still in the Twitter Spaces, right? Just hanging out.
Oh yeah, all the time in Twitter Spaces.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's gonna
Late
be on
night
Twitter.
degens.
Yeah.
On chain.
DJ nights.
Yeah, for sure. Like, no, when you come on this show, you're family to us. Like, we got to meet you in person.
Yeah,
You took the
it's it.
time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
It was dope, honestly.
No, honestly,
I was just
thank
a
you.
quick Uber ride away. I'm lucky. I'm like down the street.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. When we get that club thing going, you're gonna know about that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we gotta go check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
OG, you gonna make that happen, bro, or
Oh,
what?
gee, you gotta get a T-shirt. We gotta meet up and talk about it, brother.
You get another T-shirt, bro, for being a viewer.
Man, I love you, homie.
You're just on here, being dedicated, being a homie. We appreciate that big time, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Look into Ligitpro and LigitNFT. You
Yeah,
know?
check
For
out
sure.
it. And I guess those are some good projects to
Yeah.
check out, see what they're up to. We gonna meet up for sure.
I am, brother.
Yeah. I like how it got said it multiple times, but it's not bad. It's just probably
Why are you saying it multiple times?
It's
Oh
not
yeah,
that.
it keeps coming through like 3 times.
It's the internet. It's all whack.
and
out,
just
wacky.
follow her too.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, OG, man.
Yeah,
Love
stay up to date with what she's up to, and yeah, mad love to you, bro. And like I said, guys, we always go out with the outro,
Mm-hmm.
and we got stay tuned for more, man. We just keep on doing it, guys. Just keep having amazing people from Web3.
Yeah, all you guys
coming
in
in.
here, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I love you.
This has just been so legit and
We'll
such
be
a
back
great
on
one.
Wednesday for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Wednesday it will be, and stay tuned. More to come.
More to come.
More to come. Let's get
Cheers.
ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.